this is take 2 of this. I just filmed this one already, and the neighbour was walking past, so I couldn't. I pressed the wrong button and pressed stop instead of pause to talk to the neighbour. So I'm starting this again. Anyway, so back to this. This is the gravel area. It's a new area that I'm working on up at Grassy Bottom. There's so much to show you that I will put up in the coming weeks, shall we say. You know, winter might have a little bit of an impact on that, but we'll not worry about that just yet. So this is the gravel area. Always meant to be a gravel area. It was always going to be this. It was grass up to a week ago, and then I got a turf cutter and I took out all the turf. I had some time off, managed to get that done. I'm quite pleased with that. It's looking good. Now, I've been digging in things like this Pinus Mugo. I absolutely love that Pinus Mugo. It's stunning. Not cheap. You can expect to pay at least £60, which I did for this one. But you're getting, what you're getting there? I'd say 5-7 years of growth already without having to try. So that's looking great. I love it. I've already planted little bits and bobs here. I've got other things in here. Another pine there, which is Pinus contorta Chief Joseph, and it's looking great. I only got it last year. I've kept it in this bucket. It's although it's supposed to be slow growing, it's at least doubled its size in that last year. It was from a cutting, obviously, from a nursery up in the Lake District, and it was sent to me, and I was expecting something about 4 foot tall, because I spent a lot of money on this, and then this little twig turned up. But anyway, this little twig's growing lovely, and I bought it because it has this lovely habit. It's called contorta because it's pretty much all over the place. But the winter colour, look at that, it's just stunning. Hoping to plant it in here by next year, next to Bressingham Ruby. No, it's not. What is it? Bressingham Ruby, yeah, sorry. It's just getting into those colours, so it's looking nice as well. So the combination of those two together are going to be fantastic. And especially once summer kicks in and all the summer border starts kicking in. Now, I've got Buxus Sempervirens in here, the box edge. Bought these, again, at this size. Don't always have sort of time to wait for things. And because Grassy Bottom is relatively new, I've been spoiling myself really and buying something a little bit more mature. So we've got the box edging going on. The way into this place from the garden is this way. So we can look back at Grassy Bottom. Grassy Bottom's that 1933 sort of Art Deco bungalow there. And this is the way we're going to get into it. So the landscape fabric's got to go down yet. I intend to do that in the next week, if not before. Let's go up here, see what we've got going on up here. This is the way in. So, you know, this is relatively new to me. When we moved here, I put this gate in. It was always set to divert you from coming in at the main gate, through that gate, and then just down here. Because this is quite a slope, can't tell on here. Quite deceptive. But it is a bit of a slope. And it's meant to bring you back down here against this railing. This railing I had made. Wish I'd bought it off the internet. It cost me an arm and a leg. It cost far more than I probably paid double to have it made. Got loads of features in here. The telegraph poles, creating the border there. Then the telegraph pole pergola. As in the legs, really. No more than that. Now, there's borders developing around it. These were already developing. There's a lot to do on them yet. So there's just so much to do. The reason I've got that there at the moment is in that little border there, I'm going to plant Ophiopogum planiscarpus nigrescens, the black mondo grass. I'm going to run it along the edge there. I've put that in there just to sort of define it before I put the landscape fabric down, but I will put the landscape fabric right the way up in the middle of that, and that'll help to obviously retain weeds and to put the gravel on. I won't just be putting gravel on. Now you can see this kind of thing here, look what we've got here, right? This is pea gravel. Now underneath the pea gravel is a substrate. What was already down here, you can't see it, but it's white. It's like a chalk. Oh, sorry if I'm sniffing a lot. It's freezing out here, and I'm just trying to get this little video done while I can, while the light's still with me. Now, There's a lot to do, as I've said. Lots of planting to do. Not going to do much planting until the fabric's down. Once the fabric's down, then I can start to really get stuck into planting. But a lot of that planting could be delayed by the bad weather that's coming, or likely to come, shall we say. And hopefully you'll get to see the progress of this, because this, like I say, started it this week. Although the box edge was planted ages ago, as I said, it's all part of what's coming, which is a gravel area rather than a gravel garden. And I've got 1 or 2 lovely grasses that's going to go into the ornamental grasses. I'm into ornamental grasses, as you can see from the borders. And I'll talk more about the rest of the garden. I'll just give you a quick sweep of the rest of the garden as it stands at the moment. There's the obligatory green bin, and then the garden wraps down there. So it goes quite a way. We'll talk about that building there later on. That's something I've been working on for a year. So follow me. Follow me if you want to see the progress of this. I've also started a podcast, or will be starting a podcast in January 2022. It'll be my first one on my outing on my own. I've done it with someone else before previously, but I'm doing it on my own now. And I want to mainly base it about my life up at Grassy Bottom. So the podcast, if you look for up at Grassy Bottom, check that, look for podcast, and hopefully you'll come up with the front picture, which you can then start to follow once I start posting. I've already done 6 episodes, just not loading those just yet. Just got to get it all the technicalities are coming together. Okay, I shall see you on the next video. Thanks for looking at this, and talk soon.